We're at 6559 Cordoba Drive in Isla Vista, and this is Jack Martin from Action Roofing.
Hi, how are you? So I just inspected the roof here, and the roof is a fiberglass asphalt shingle. It's a 25-year dimensional shingle made by Genstar, driftwood in color. And the shingles on the southern exposure are definitely showing signs of aging.
Which is the back side of the building here.
Which is the back side of the building, or the side that faces the ocean. What tends to happen with an asphalt shingle is that through sun exposure it dries out and creates a drier surface where the granulation starts to flake off. And that's just a typical sign of aging, and that will occur throughout the roof over time. But the roof overall on that side is wearing out more because the south side gets the most amount of exposure. The rest of the roof is in fair condition for its age. All of it, I'm thinking, is in the range of, this was done in the 90s, late 80s, so 15 to 20 years old. There's some heater vents that are in each one of the rooms that are just a wall heater, and their surface rust on all those, and their caps are actually rusting out. So I recommend that we treat the rust and replace the caps, which are removable, with a new cap, and they're made out of aluminum now instead of the galvanized. The existing gutters are in poor condition along the front side, and there's none on the east and southern exposure. They do exist on the west and the north side, but they're a 4-inch gutter that is definitely aging. Recommend gutters at all eaves and probably replacing the ones that are existing, because they are dented and banged up and seem to be fairly well deteriorated. The attic ventilation is minimal. There are what we call gable vents on the outsides of the buildings. There's no eave venting along the edge, so we just have 2 high vents to let any of the hot air out. I think that also contributes to the deterioration in the shingles, because you have hot air that gets into the attic because it's absorbed through the roofing material, and it can't escape very easily. So additional attic venting should be installed across the peak to let the hot air out. Other than that, there's some vents that need to be resealed. The caulking is just drying out and cracking, and they all should be resealed. Life expectancy, remaining life on this roof is about 2 years on the southern exposure. On the other exposure is about 3 to 5 years of life left in it. So I'll put together a report and send it over to Stan tomorrow.
Would you buy this building, Jack?
I would buy any building in Isla Vista, just as long as the students didn't trash it too much.
Well, thank you, Jack.
You're welcome, Stan.